Welcome back to All Adventures Great and Small. Today we're looking at an HK Knives Karma. This particular one says 3.75 inch blade, spear point, and this is orange with a black blade. They call this a first response tool, and you'll see why in just a moment. So I've had this knife for a little while, but we'll go ahead and open it up here and do a little unboxing and then check out the knife. All right. So this knife comes with what you see pictured here. So you have the box, you have your little instruction card, information about it, warranty information. Now this particular knife it's branded HK Knives, but you'll see here it says exclusively made for HK by Hogue. So this is, I guess, made by them, but branded with HK. So then you have your little pouch where the knife is. And I should not say little because this thing is a beast. All right. So you'll see here, this thing right off the bat is a massive knife. It is I don't know what it weighs, but it's substantial. I'll show you here in comparison to a Benchmade bug out. You're looking at a pretty substantial size difference, huge difference in the width. So this thing just dwarfs all other knives that I have right now. So when you open it up, there's two different ways to open it. You can flick it out, or you could, in theory, pull it from right there where there's a little gap. So, but it's really intended to flick out. So when this knife opens, it really opens with authority. You can see it's half serrated. You have a spear point blade. On the back here, there is a punch, so for windows. All right, on this side is your clip. This clip is very, very tough. It's actually hard to even pull out. I'm using a lot of force there. So this will stay very secure in a pocket. The other part I've noticed here is with your clip. Okay, it is reversible. So you can see the holes are already pre-positioned there, so you can reverse the clip if you want to carry on your left side or just change your orientation. And then the other part here is look at this, you can also reposition it down to the bottom. So depending on how you want to carry this knife, there's a lot of options. And then given this stud right here, I think you could probably position this in your pocket for this to potentially help to open the knife too when you're drawing it out, like some of those styles that allow that. So another cool feature of it is this seatbelt cutter, or wire cutter, cord cutter, I should say. This thing is very, very sharp. I haven't really used this knife. I've carried it a few times. It's super big, so it's not quite one that I've gravitated towards to put into my daily carry rotation just because of its weight, but it is fantastic looking. Very deep knurling here to give you grip. And the weight of this knife, like I've said several times, it's a heavy knife, but it feels substantial. You would want this kind of weight with this size of a knife. So there's no regrets there. Again, a couple other shots here. So if you're looking for a substantial knife that is going to be a really good grip in the hand, this is definitely for you. I've also just point out the width of the blade. It's very thick. There's no slop in this. All right, so opening it, it's just absolutely solid. And then you have like a liner lock style here to open and close it, which it's very large, so it makes it pretty easy to operate. I would say this knife would be great with gloves. I know this is branded as like a first responder's knife, first response tool. I am a paramedic, worked in the field for nearly 20 years. And yeah, this knife, if I was wearing gloves and on an accident scene, wearing extrication gloves, you could definitely still manipulate this knife, and that's good. Whether or not you're going to carry this on duty, it's a different question. But it is a substantial beast of a knife. Build quality looks fantastic. I think I wish it was maybe like 30% smaller. That might put this into the territory of a just perfect knife, at least for me. But yeah, it looks great. Also, just from a practicality standpoint, if you're one of the few people that have ever actually used one of these punches, I would say this thing has such heft to it and such a just solid feel in the hand. I think you actually could get enough force to get a good tap on a windshield or on a piece of glass. So that's pretty cool. I've noticed this does not appear to be removable. Some knives, they've made them so they are replaceable. Yeah, it looks like it's integrated in it. So I'm sure it does come out at some point and in some way, but some knives have a little set screw and you can replace them. This one does not. So anyways, this is what you get. So just if you have questions, comments, or thoughts, please leave them below. But this is the HK Knives Karma First Response Tool. Well, thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.